So regarding the transports, so what is TMS? How to configuration? How to perform the configurations? So all these things we will discuss today. Okay. So the concept is for today we are going to discuss about the STMS. Okay. So SAP Transport Management. SAP Transport Management System. So SAP Transport Management System. So this is the one of the very important topic. It's a very important topic. So the configuration we have to perform one time. Then after that, every day we have to import the transports. We have to import the request. We have to import the request. Okay. So suppose if I give overview of the transports, so in our landscape, in our company, in our organization, so we have three systems landscape or sometimes four system landscape. So we will assume we have the three systems landscape. Okay. So development system. So we have quality system. So then we have the so production systems. We have three systems are there in the system. Okay. Three systems are there. So this is the development. So this is the quality. This is the production. So we have three systems in the landscape. Okay. So development team, they will develop the data, objects, code, something, whatever it may be. They will do the development activities here. Right. So after that, how they can move to the here? So they will do the why, because we cannot do all the activities from in the production system. So in the production system, all business users will log in production systems and they will do the all the development activities and everything they will perform it. So sorry, all the business users they will log in and they will do the transactions and they will book the orders, everything they will do in the production systems. But if something we have to develop, again we cannot do everything in the production systems. We have to go development system. From there we will develop it. From developing into quality system, we have to move it for testing purpose. Once the testing is completed, then only they will move to the production system. Why? Because why we are doing like this means, why we need three systems means, so one system we will segregate as development system. One is for the quality, one is for the production activities we are segregating. Right? One is for the production activities we are segregating. So here, so from development to quality, how the connectivity. So first of all, so RFC connectivity, we know, right? RFC connectivity, SM59. So RFC connectivity. Then after that, you will develop the object or code here. The code you will record into the one of the transport, one of the request. That request is called a transport request. Then you will move to the quality, then quality to production. You will move it. So like that, you will transport the data from one system to other system to other system. So you will move the data. Okay. This is called the TMS configurations. Okay. So as part of this configuration, so first of all, we need to, the main aim is for this configuration, moving the data from one system to another system to one more system. That is called the transport management system. Sir, we have client copies are there, right? We can perform the client copy. Yes, client copy is for also moving the data. That is entire data, moving the data from this client to this system client to this system, remote client copy. But when you are moving the client copy, whatever the data, previous data is there here, everything will be gone. Everything will be flushed out. So we should not perform, always we should not perform the client copies. We have to use the transports. We have to use the transport management system, TMS option. We have to use it to moving the data from one system, one client to another system, another client, or any client. We can use the TMS concept. We have to use it. Okay. So client copy is only one time activity, copying the client data. The client we have how much data is there, total entire data will be copied from, so in the development to quality. When you are copying the data, whatever the data exists in the quality, that will be deleted, that data will be deleted. So we should not perform the client copies. So we have to use the, so transport management system options, we have to use it. Okay, so that's the concept, we have to use it. Okay, so how to perform this configuration, then what we have to do? Okay, those things we will discuss now. Okay, so first of all, before performing the transport management configuration, that is called the TMS configuration. First of all, configuration we have to perform it. So in the as part of this configuration, first of all, we need to configure the domain controller configuration, we have to perform it. Domain controller. So what is this domain controller? What is this domain controller? So domain controller, first of all, we need to perform the domain controller configuration. Then add the systems into domain controller. So these two configurations. Then after that, we have to perform the transport layers. So transport layers. Then transport routes. TR transport creation and TR import. These are the things, these are the subtopics we have to discuss it about. We should know entire this configuration. So we have to discuss about all these 6 topics we have to discuss, right? So what is domain control configurations? How to add the systems into domain controller? So transport routes, transport layers, then TR creation, TR import. So normally all these activities, so this activity will be performed by the TR owner, like either development or functional teams. Sometimes we have to create the TR. That's why we should know about the TR creation as well. This is purely our activity. Daily we have to perform this activity regularly. Every day we will get the bulk transports. So every day we have to perform the bulk transport and bulk activity, we have to perform it. So we have to perform this TR import activity as well, right? Then domain controller. So this is a one-time activity. All these are one-time activities. Up to 4 one-time activity, 5th and 6th. So daily we have to perform it, right? So those things we will discuss now. Okay. So first of all, domain controller. You got it right? So is it understandable, right? Any questions? Anil, Nanda, sure, Rajesh. Is it okay?
Okay, sir, understanding.
Okay. Okay. So simple. The thing is which we are going to discuss about the TMS configuration. What is TMS configuration means? Transporting the data from one system to another system and another system to another system. Why we have to do this means, why we have to transport? Can't we directly go in the production and do the development quality activity? Yes, we can do that one. But when you are developing, when you are testing something wrong, entire your production operations will be lost, right? Your production system will be down. Sometimes it happens. So to avoid this type of issues, so we have to separately perform our activity, development activities in the development system. So, okay. So in the testing activities in the quality system. So in the production activities in the production systems. So we have to perform it. Here in the production system, all users will log in here and they will perform the all production activities here. They will log into the here, they will do the help. So we have to keep safe the system from the changes. So that's why we should not do all the development quality activities from here. We have to separately we have to perform it. So but you have developed here, then you want to test it here. How to do that one? So normally in our case, what we will do outside of the SAP, we will insert the pen drive here. We will copy the data from into pen drive and we will insert to the here. We will paste it here. But this is the server, not here. Data centers, big data centers. There is no option to insert the pen drives and everything. So for this one, there is a concept. So roots, there is a concept we have to TMS configuration we have to perform it. Then after that, you can move the data from here to here and here to here. You can move it simply without any issues. So that's why SAP introduces this concept that is called the STMS, SAP Transport Management System. Okay. So as part of this configuration, first of all, domain controller configuration, we have to perform it, DC, domain controller. So what is this domain controller? Okay. So domain controller means in the name itself, in the wording itself, so we have the answer. What is domain controller? Domain plus control. Control the systems, control the systems, control the systems within the landscape. Landscape is called the domain controller. Control the systems within the landscape. So we have the three systems, right? First of all, we should decide which system should be in the main system, domain controller system. So that domain controller system will control other systems. So we'll control the other systems, right? Suppose if you have the team, suppose in our team, suppose you got the 10 members are there, in 10 members, we will choose one person as the team lead or manager, right? Team manager. So that the team lead will manage, our team manager will control the remaining persons, right? In the team, remaining persons in the system. So that's why we will choose one person as the domain controller. He will control the systems within the landscape, right? He will control the entire flow. Flow means out request creation. Then after you release from the development, it will go to the quality. Then after that, it will go to the import status. So like that, you can import it. Like that, you can import the request into the systems, right? This is called the domain controller. Add the systems into domain controller. So how to add it? So that's why first of all, we need to decide domain controller. Domain controller, first of all, we need to decide. So first of all, what is domain controller means? Control the systems within the landscape. To perform this domain controller configuration, so we have the steps. We have to do some steps. Okay. Again, note down on this. So we need to log into the 000 client and the user, any one of the user and the password, we have to use it. Then after that, so you need to execute the STMS transaction code. Then you can type, you can give the domain controller name is domain underscore SID. Then save it. This is the domain controller configuration. In out of three systems, first of all, you need to decide which system should be in the main system. So that system will control suppose if you choose development is the main system, then development system will control the remaining two systems. Suppose like example, if I tell one more example, so I have the branch in Hyderabad, Bangalore, and Chennai, right? I have three branches are there. Out of these branches, but one should be the main branch, right? That main branch will control the remaining two branches, right? So that's why, so we have the Hyderabad. So that's why we have the Hyderabad, so Bangalore and Chennai. Three branches are there. My office there in the three branches. But one branch should be in the main branch, right? That main branch will control the sub branches. So we will put one branch as the main branch. So same as like here also, out of these three systems, one system as controller system, domain controller system. So for that one, what we have to do? First of all, we need to decide any system we can put in the domain controller. But so most of the things like they will put some customers, they will put like development system as the domain controller or production system as the domain controller systems. They will put like that. Okay, we need to decide that. That is our organization policy. Okay, so these are the steps we have to follow to configure the domain controller. We need to log into all the configurations we have to perform from the 000 client, and we have to log in with the 000 user ID password, then execute the HTML transaction code. Then when you go to the HTML transaction code, it will ask the provide the domain controller SID, then domain underscore what which system you are talking as domain controller, you are acting as, you are giving as domain controller. So that system name we have to put here SID, then save it, so that whenever you give which system SID you give here, SID name is, suppose if you give domain underscore ECP, that ECP system as domain controller. When you give domain underscore S4F, that S4 system as so domain controller. When you give domain underscore ABC, that ABC system as domain controller systems. Okay, the steps are simple, only 4 or 5 steps, simple. So domain controller. 000 client, we have to log in with the user ID password, then execute the HTML, provide the domain underscore SID. So those things we have to perform it now. Okay. So now let's log in and do the same configuration here. Okay. So let's log in and do the same configuration here. So we will decide one system as domain controller. So that we have ECP and we have S4F and we have JAY system also there. Then we'll bring up the systems and and we will configure the TM domain control configuration. We will do that one. Domain control configuration we will perform it. We have ECP started. Then what about the S4F? We will start the S4F as well. Start. What about the JAY? I think system is not getting started. I think there are some errors. So crypto library error, something like that. Limit, memory limit, thing, some limitation errors. Not getting started. Okay. Okay, not a problem. We will restart the system and we will do that one. So meanwhile, we'll discuss about the domain controller. So we have ECC system is there, right? We have ECC and we have the ECC and we have S4F. We have number of 3 systems are there in our training also. We have 3 systems, right? So one is the ECP. So we will call it as the development. Okay, ECP development system. Then JAY also is there. I see here. That is also quality systems. Then quality system. Then we have the production S4F. We will assume S4F as the production system. Okay, so production system we will assume this one also in the production landscape. So we have the 3 systems are there. So first of all, we need to decide which system as domain controller. Suppose if we keep ECP as domain controller, then we need to log into the domain controller system 000. Then so DDA, any one of the password or DDAC the 000 client and the password you have to log in. Then after that we need to use the HTML transaction code. Then provide the domain underscore. Provide the domain underscore. So domain underscore SID. SID means ECP then save it. So these steps we have to perform to configure the domain controller configuration, right? So now we'll do the same. So log into the ECC system, then so 000 client, any one of the user, maybe we have the so DDIC, right? So any one of the user, I logged into the here, then execute the STMS transaction code. So here, let me delete the existing configuration. Okay, log into the so one of the transaction, then execute the STMS. When you execute the STMS, it will ask the configure the transport domain. Then we have to provide domain underscore SID. SID means ECP. So domain underscore SID we have given here, right? So then just click on the save button. Just click on the save button. When you click on the save button, so by default in the background, it's very important. These two things are very important. In the background, so three will be created automatically. One is the user will be created. That is called the TMS ADM user will be created. Okay, three steps will be created in the back end. One is the user. One user will be created. That is called the TMS ADM in the 000 client will be created. The second one, RFC destinations will be created. In SM59, we can see the RFC destinations, TMS star RFC destinations. The third one, so one job will be created, triggered RDD, IMP job will be created. So that job we can see in SM37 we can see. So these three will be created when you are performing the domain controller configuration. In each system, these three will be created. In each system, these three will be created. Okay. So make sure interview point of time, they will ask you this type. When you are performing the domain control configuration, so what exactly happens? One user will be created. So two RFC destinations will be created. One background job will be created. These three will be created. So, okay. So these three will be created. Okay. So see here, one user. Okay. TMS ADM. Now we need to set the password for this TMS ADM user. I'm setting the password here. Done. Once we set the password, automatically in the back end, it will generate the RFC destinations. So where to check this RFC destinations? In SM59, we have to check the RFC destinations. If we go to the SM59, in go to the above connections, so there are the two RFC destinations are generated. So these are the automatically generated. So automatically by DDIC user, it got generated. When you click on the text, so it will be pointing. It's are the pointing. Okay. So two RFC destinations are created. Okay. Two will be created. Okay. So TMS ADM, TMS SUP. That's why I mentioned it. TMS star RFC destinations will be created in each system. We are creating here. So here also two will be created. When you are creating here in this system also two will be created. When you are creating here S4F, in S4F also two RFC destinations will be created. Two RFC destinations will be created. One user, two RFC destinations, one job will be thirdly, one job will be triggered. Okay, that is called the RDD IMPDP. This is the very important concept. Okay, so one thing will be created here. Okay, so you can see the RFC destinations in SM59 for checking whether the RFC connections are working or not. You can see, and also one user created, right? You can go SU01, and here you can check TMS ADM user. Click on the display button. You can see whether the user is created or not. You will find the information from here. One user created. You can see TMS ADM user is created. So you can also see in SM37, one job will be triggered. RDD INTP job will be scheduled status. It will be scheduled. So those things we can see it. Yes, just click on the scheduled. Just remove the dates. it will be triggered whenever you are importing the transport request. One job will be released status. You can see the job is released status. So which will be, it will be automatically will be released. Automatically will be released when the time of transport event periodic, it will be triggered automatically. You don't need to schedule it. Okay. See, three will be created. Three will be created. So that, so three destinations, user, one job will be created automatically. This is the very important concept. Why? Because everyone, they will by head the steps and they will tell. But the thing is, during the interview point of time, they will ask you, the interview point of time, they will ask you how to, what configurations will be created, what exactly happens in the system. That configuration they will ask you. So in the back end, three will be created. One is the user, two RFC destinations, and one more thing. So we have in SM59 configurations will be created. In SM59 configurations will be created. These three will be happened in the system. Okay. So this is for the domain controller configuration. Is it clear, right? Anyone? Again, I have to explain. Is it clear? It's why, because this configuration configuration is very important. So okay. So any doubt regarding the domain control configuration? So very simple. First of all, we need to decide. So you can decide it either. If you want to put this system, then you need to change the domain control SID to JAY. Then S4F, you need to decide it. This is the domain controller configuration. Okay. So then after that, what next? So then once the domain controller configuration is completed, then we have to add the systems into domain controller. How to add the systems into domain controller? So that concept we have to perform it now. So first of all, out of these three, you have assumed one system as domain controller. So in this case, ECP as domain controller system. So that, so we have created the here and we have given the domain underscore ECP and save it this system as domain controller system. Now let's go to, so remaining systems and how to add. So we need to add, right? So this is the main branch. You have to add the sub branches into main branch. How to add this one? Same as like how to add these systems into, so the domain controller, how to add the systems into, how to add new systems into domain controller. This is also very important. So how to add systems into domain controller. Okay. Now how to add them? So let's open here one more system. Why? Because here we need at least minimum two systems are required here to perform this configuration. Why? Because one system is domain controller. So the next system is the how to add it. So here I think these are the not starting. I'm not sure why, but what we will do, we will restart the entire system. We'll try to bring up all. In Windows, normally we may face shared memory issues. Why? Because Windows always, when you are starting if the system is running from long days, so there is no restart happened, we may get the performance issues, means memory issues we may get in Windows systems. So that's why, so the systems are not getting started, our systems. We'll try to bring up those systems now. Then only we have to perform these configurations and everything. Yes. Okay. So we have restarted our Windows machine to clear the memory and everything. You can see here. So memory is went to the 14%, and yeah, we have cleared it. Let me start the services here. These are the services actually. We need to start these services as well. Then only system will be visible in the MMC. Otherwise, system will not be visible in the MMC. So the services we have to start. So these are the services. It will be available in the Windows systems. In the taskbar, in the services, it is available in the Windows systems. Okay. So here, let me open the MMC for bring up the SAP systems. Why? Because now SAP systems are stopped status, right? We have stopped and we have restarted. Then stopped, we need to bring up. To bring up, so what we have to do? We need to start. First of all, we'll try to start these systems. See, let's see. Well, these are the started, right? Long back. So not sure why it's happened. There are some issues. You can see error. Message initialization failed. Shut down. What about this system? Oh, immediately it went to the offline status, I guess. Right? We got the one blink and this is also stopped. This is also same issue. Shutdown failed. Crypto error failed. So we need to fix these issues first. Then only we can add these two systems into our main domain control system. We can add it. So we'll start our main system then. Our main systems are starting very clear. So only these things are not starting. We'll see what happened exactly. TCP is starting, right? So then only problem is the so S4F and AS. This is the one file systems. So where to check the logs and everything. This is also one topic for us. So we have to discuss all these topics. So yeah, this is also one topic for us. File systems. In the file system, how to check the log files if any error comes and everything. So we'll discuss about these things and everything. So you can see crypto could not reset pin for container memory, something like that. So crypto lost error none. So error stack. You can see the error messages here. So SSL internal bug, something like that. Message server creation HDL failed. So something wrong with the ASCS instance here. Something wrong with the ASCS instance. That's why here systems are not getting started. That's why systems are not getting started. But you see here, our main systems are started. Our main system is started, but our main system is starting. So we need to check why it is not starting. So our main system is started. So, but we need to check why these two are not getting started. So that things we have to decide, check now. So we have to check the logs. Why have to open? You can see. So error. So we will get from the Google. So we will get the answers from the Google. So you can see here, but sometimes some questions are relevant, some answers are relevant. So during the step execution, sometimes it's not relevant for us. So that we have to perform own troubleshooting. We have to perform it, but we will get the clues from here sometimes. So you can see here. SAP the SAP already documents this type of errors in their knowledge base articles. So we can open that note and we can see what exactly so here issue. So we got the same issue, I guess, right? You can see same issue. I think the way debug option shows this one. Here, what is that causing? Causing SAP system name is defined as a wrong system. So set the trace, restart the service, something wrong in the SID place, something wrong. So in the profile parameters, the wrong name they have defined, I guess. Someone changed the profiles manually. That's why it's not starting up. You can see, make sure SID of the system is correct and remove the SecUD. So something wrong here. We'll go and review the parameters sys and profile. Here we will review. Oh, someone changed the profiles, I guess. So let's see. S4F we have S4F we have and S4F we have SAP system name S4F we have. Yes, it's correctly maintained. Then any changes? Anyone did these profiles? Anyone knows what happened? Previously it was started, right? Week back I see S4F also up and running, but now it's not starting up. So I'm not sure what happened. I see some changes. Last modified is the so third here work processor. Okay, so we have so 5 4 I changed it. Then what next? Your instance name is okay. SAP system 02. What is this? SAP system S4F here mentioned. Then instance name SAP system. I think something is wrong here. We'll review the ECP parameters. Yeah, instance number same. S4F SAP Windows 0202. Okay. So all okay. This is also okay. Then what about the ASS? ASS profile. S4F sys profile ASS. ASS also S4F global host SAP Windows 0303. So we have the these things profiles are there. Start message server in the default fold and NK server. Think anyone as far as no like anyone changed any parameters or something? Nothing, right? So okay. So as for note, make sure SID of the SAP system name is correct. Delete the environmental variable SAP system name. Okay. Remove the SecUDR environment. Set this to SID ADM SecUDR. So read the server, generate the new key store. Update system KPI. Restart the service. Okay. So let's log in with SID ADM S4F ADM. So make sure this troubleshooting is very important. Okay. So to troubleshoot the issues, suppose the system is not starting, so what we have to do, and then so these are all the very important. Okay, so let me open. So we need this system as well. Actually, without this configuration, we cannot go ahead. But I'm trying to troubleshoot it. So if anyone, if any urgency, feel free to, you can drop out. So I will fix it manually. Okay, I will fix it manually and I'll let you know.